people make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyoncé, because that's
I have been falsely imprisoned through the misuse of the Baker Act, the Marchman Act, and a petition for a guardianship.
And enough is enough. I'm fucking coming for everyone now.
Why does every artist who makes it big eventually turn around and thank Beyoncé? Is it respect? Or is it fear? Tonight, we aren't just whispering rumors. From hidden cameras in Rock Nation homes to secret energy harvesting rituals at concerts, we are connecting every single dot. The circle is breaking and you won't believe who is inside. Welcome back to the Fame Game, where we don't just watch the headlines, we read between them. If you are ready to uncover the truth behind the industry's biggest power couples, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You do not want to miss what's coming next. Let's be real for a second. Hollywood and the music industry want you distracted. They want you streaming the hits, learning the dances, and arguing on Twitter about who the queen is. Why? So you never look at the patterns hiding in plain sight. But M.I.A. looked, and M.I.A. is talking. She isn't speaking in riddles anymore. She is telling us that behind the glitz of the Super Bowl and the Grammys, there is a price to be paid. A price paid in silence, in loyalty, and if you believe the bravest voices coming forward, in ritual.
Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyoncé, because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm fucking coming for everyone now. And even Adele, because she's retired now, but her career would not exist if I hadn't made...
M.I.A. opened up about the moment she signed to Jay-Z's label, Rock Nation. She says the very first thing he told her wasn't, "Let's make a hit." No, she claims the first thing Jay-Z told her was to get plastic surgery. She told him no. She said she wasn't insecure, but she realized something dark that day. She said she didn't want to drip herself in blood. She didn't want to swim in black goop or wear devil horns just to sell a record. She explicitly called out the industry for trying to turn artists into witches. She said, F. All of them. She describes a system where moguls like Jay-Z and Beyoncé aren't just business geniuses. She paints them as architects presiding over dark rituals in luxury hotels. She says if you want airplay, you have to prove loyalty. And sometimes that loyalty demands a sacrifice. This brings us to the history that everyone tries to forget. We know Diddy is facing a massive reckoning right now. But why does Jay-Z's name keep popping up in the same breath? Jay-Z and Diddy go back to the beginning. They came up together, and people are starting to ask a very dangerous question. Jay, if you were that close, how could you not know? Jay-Z has a history of silence. Look at Aaliyah.
You want to know why Jay-Z and Beyonce's name keep popping up around the whole Diddy thing? Well, that's why I'm here. Now, first thing you gotta know is when somebody like Diddy gets taken down, things always start out as a rumor. Diddy has had rumors floating around for like decades. Well, Jay-Z had a problem. He's right there in the corner, by the way. Jay-Z has had a few...
We all know the tragic story of R. Kelly illegally marrying Aaliyah when she was just a kid. She needed a literal permission slip from her parents. The industry knew, people in the studio knew, but who else was around? According to Dame Dash, Jay-Z's first business partner, Jay-Z was trying to get close to Aaliyah before anyone else. Dame Dash said he stayed far away from R. Kelly because he knew what kind of time that man was on, but he claims he looked over, and there was Jay-Z making collaboration albums with R. Kelly anyway.
Diddy's sloppy. He was bound to get caught. Jay-Z, not sloppy. He would be a tough one to catch, but on the other hand, the FBI is pretty good at their job. Remember that lawyer from earlier that's going against Diddy and is gathering all those names on his alleged accomplices? Well, he also said that he gave a lot of his information to the FBI.
Dame Dash eventually dated Aaliyah when she was 21, but the whispers have always been there. Did Jay-Z turn a blind eye to R. Kelly's behavior? And did he do the same thing with Diddy? The history here is deeper and darker than most people realize. If you're glad someone is finally putting these pieces together, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps us push this truth out to more people. Whoa. Rumors are one thing, federal investigations are another. A high-profile lawyer named Tony Busby has stepped into the ring. He is representing over 100 victims in the Diddy case, but he dropped a bomb that has the rest of the industry shaking. He said he isn't just going after Diddy, he is going after the bystanders, the people who watched, the people who knew. He claims he has a list of names that will shock you. And he didn't just keep that list to himself, he says he handed information over to the FBI.
Their ambition is financial. Like, if you wanted to be the Black Bill Gates, as Beyoncé says, no one can get in the way of that. And even people from smaller communities and smaller plights, you know, like to them, yeah, where is Sri Lanka? Who are the Tamils? Who cares? You know, I think to them.
Here is how the FBI works. They take that info and they put it in a vault. They wait until they have enough to lock the whole crew up. Jay-Z isn't taking this lightly. He responded to the noise, calling these potential lawsuits a cash grab. He challenged the lawyers, basically saying, if I did something illegal, file a criminal case. Don't just sue me for money in civil court. But that is a risky bluff. In a civil case, you have to sit for a deposition. You have to answer questions under oath. Imagine a lawyer asking Jay-Z on camera, what did you see at the white parties? What did you know about the abuse? That is the nightmare they are trying to avoid.
He said the party going off. You see celebrities from all over, but you also see a lot of like the really intense kind. So she talks to a couple celebrities, she's chilling, and then she has something to drink. She says she immediately feels super duper lit and has to go lie down. She goes to her bedroom, she lies down.
But why are these lawsuits happening? It's because of stories like this one. One survivor, a young woman, shared a story that sounds like a horror movie. She describes being at a party surrounded by celebrities. She had one drink. Immediately she felt super lit, too lit. She knew something was wrong, so she went to lie down in a bedroom. This is the part that turns your stomach. She alleges that Diddy, Jay-Z, and a female celebrity walked into that room. She describes Diddy acting erratic, tweaking.
I haven't seen my mom since December 25th, 2023. That's the last time that I saw her physically.
She claims Jay-Z was involved in physical abuse that night. We are going to skip the graphic details out of respect for you, but she says she had to fight for her life. She managed to grab her clothes and run. She ran out of that mansion barefoot. She ran all the way to a gas station. The female clerk at the gas station saw a terrified girl in distress and gave her a phone. She called her dad to come save her. That trauma didn't just go away. She says it led to a lifetime of depression. And for years, nobody listened. Until now. You might say that's just an outsider story. Okay, then let's talk about the ultimate insider. Let's talk about Demery Hadley. She isn't just anybody. She is the daughter of the CEO of Roc Nation. She grew up in the belly of the beast. And her testimony is terrifying.
Whether Jay-Z did the crime or not, the only way you can get a famous, rich celebrity to pay you is by threatening their reputation. Because no, they can't arrest them, but boy, they can do something called a deposition. That means they can ask them any question.
Demory claims she hasn't seen her mother since Christmas because she was effectively disowned. Why? Because she knows too much. She describes living in a house that was rigged like a prison. She says police stormed her room one day because they received a call about domestic violence. But her mother wasn't even in the state. Her mother was watching her on a camera from New York City. And this wasn't a security camera in the hallway. Demory found a hidden camera inside her bathroom closet. A camera pointing directly at her shower. She claims her own family hired private investigators to rent the house across the street just to watch her 24/7. Imagine that level of paranoia. Imagine a powerful music executive trying to lobby the courts to lock their own daughter away. Demory says it is all about control. It is about keeping the secrets of Roc Nation from ever leaking out. But she is refusing to stay silent. This story just keeps getting crazier, doesn't it? If you are still with me, take a second to check if you've liked the video. It really supports the channel. Finally, we have to go to the strangest part of this puzzle, the spiritual side. For years, people have joked about the Illuminati, but insiders aren't joking anymore. They are talking about specific, dark spirituality. One former practitioner has come forward to call Beyoncé a high-ranking sorceress. She says those concerts you pay hundreds of dollars for, they aren't just entertainment, they are rituals. She describes a specific concert in Philly. It was raining. Beyoncé allegedly performed a rain dance on stage, channeling a marine spirit. The insider claims that the rain stopped exactly when the ritual was done. She calls this energy harvesting. She says Beyoncé uses the crowd's adoration, their screaming, their focus to charge herself up. She asks the fans, why is she your screensaver? Why does her music play in your head when you aren't listening to it? Why do you defend her like a soldier? She claims that is the spell. That is the witchcraft. M.I.A. hinted at this too. Remember the black goop? Remember the devil horns? It seems like multiple people from different corners of the industry are describing the exact same thing, a system that uses dark energy to maintain power. So here is the reality. The lawsuits are piling up. The FBI has the files. The insiders are breaking their NDAs. The fame game is changing. The idols we worshipped are being exposed as something much scarier. Diddy was the first domino, but he won't be the last. We have to ask ourselves, when the music stops and the truth comes out, who will be left standing? And more importantly, what did it cost them to get there? I want to hear from you. Do you believe Demery Hadley's story about the cameras? And do you think Jay-Z is next on the Feds list? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching The Fame Game. Stay wide awake, and until next time, fam, keep it real.